Have you ever been paid to do something that looks illegal? My chest tightens before my brain even catches up. That sinking electric feeling hits first. The one that tells you this looks bad, really bad, even if you technically have permission. I'm kneeling in a parking lot, half under a Chevy Silverado, balancing a laptop on my thigh while antennas jut out like I'm trying to contact another planet. The truck's owner is hovering nearby, arms crossed, eyes narrowed. I'm explaining again that this is normal, that I'm not stealing anything, that yes, I'm allowed to be here. He looks unconvinced. A week ago, none of this felt like a bad idea. I work for a cybersecurity consulting firm, and during the height of COVID, someone sold an engagement that required consultants to be physically present at a client site. No remote option. 3 people, multiple days. They were very insistent I be one of them. I hate flying. Always have. So I suggested, very reasonably in my mind, that I drive the 1,200 miles instead. Early fall, perfect weather, convertible top down. I told my manager my response times might be slower, but I'd work evenings. He agreed, with the kind of sigh that meant, don't make me regret this. I told everyone else to keep quiet about the road trip. Executives tend to ask awkward questions about why someone didn't take PTO to cross half the country. 3 days before I leave, an urgent email lands from a private equity firm. They want technical due diligence. Fast. They're considering buying a company called Copperbolt, which makes an all-in-one hardware and software box for schools and libraries. Servers, filtering, file storage, grading systems, learning platforms, camera support, the whole IT stack in 2 rack units. Remote management, no local IT staff required. Clean pitch, big money. 2 devices arrive overnight. One goes to Oscar, a junior penetration tester. The other ends up in the conference room I've basically claimed as my office. We're the only 2 people in the building that week. I set mine up quickly. Web admin interface, basic configuration, nothing unusual. It works. Looks polished. I move on to meetings and let Oscar do the deep dive. Later that day, I'm sitting in on a call with another client in the automotive space, muted, half listening. They're developing autonomous systems that can be retrofitted onto buses and trucks. A slide pops up listing wireless interfaces. 2 of them are unfamiliar to me. The client waves it off. Vehicles move. Attacks aren't practical. Thousands of units deployed. No incidents. My interest is officially piqued. I pull out an old wireless survey rig from behind a filing cabinet. It's a Frankenstein setup. An aging laptop, multiple Wi-Fi and Bluetooth cards, cheap software-defined radios, all held together with Velcro, zip ties, and optimism. It once helped prove a point to a client. I start upgrading it, testing frequencies, getting it road trip ready. That's when I notice an open wireless network, Copperbolt 2 BB048. I don't recognize it. Curious, I connect. The admin page loads instantly. Same interface, same setup flow. I assume Oscar hasn't configured his yet, so I create a new user, root tour, because I think I'm funny. I walk over to Oscar's desk. His Copperbolt box is sitting there, powered off. I stop moving. I stare at the wall, replaying my steps, feeling that slow realization crawl up my spine. I didn't connect to Oscar's device. I connected to mine. Somehow, my own test box was broadcasting an open network with full admin access. After a lot of testing, and more than a little swearing, we figure it out. There's a setup edge case. If you use the Windows wizard, it locks things down properly. If you use the web admin and don't complete wireless configuration, the device leaves Wi-Fi open and the setup page active. No credentials required. Oscar says he can fix it quickly. I tell him that's not why we're here. Our job is to identify risk, not repair it. Buyers care about exposure, cost, and what happens if this gets out, especially to devices already deployed. That's the problem. Patching requires manual admin action, which means anything already in the field could still be wide open. That night, while packing clothes and checking tire pressure, it clicks. These boxes use unique identifiers. Some institutions probably assign them public IPs. Someone definitely indexed them. I start searching. Between ads and junk results, I find them. Schools, libraries, community centers, spread across the country. I drop pins on a map. Several are directly on my route. Suddenly, the road trip isn't just a road trip. It's validation. It's evidence. It's something a private equity firm will understand immediately. And that's how I end up in a parking lot, crouched under a pickup truck, antennas humming quietly, trying to convince a stranger that this bizarre scene is completely legitimate. I close my laptop, smile politely, and say the only thing that seems to help at all. I promise, this is actually my job. To be continued.